Good morning, Harper's Choice. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kira. Today is Friday, November 21st, 2014. It's an A Day.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You think the recent cold has been terrible. Imagine living in Buffalo, New York, where residents have been faced with more than 5 feet of snow in the past week. A victim of what's called lake effect snow. Heavy snow is due to winds blowing off Lake Erie.
The weather today may not be as harsh as it is in Buffalo, but the high will only be 35 degrees and a low of 23 degrees, much like the weather has been for this week.
Do you enjoy chicken stir fry? How about popcorn chicken? If neither of those sound good to you, the Cougar Cafe is also offering a deli wrap today.
There are no orchestra sectionals today, but band sectionals include 3rd period, 8th grade flutes, 4th period, 8th grade tubas, and 6th period, 7th grade percussion.
Ms. Collins McCarthy is at North Bay this week, so there will be no enrichment seminars. Please make sure to pick up a December calendar from her room.
The Thursday, December 4th at 12:30 p.m., JROTC representatives will visit HCMS to discuss their program offered at Atholton High School to 8th grade students. The presentation will take place in Mrs. Burnett's room. All students who are interested should sign up in the guidance office.
If you're interested in being considered for a Carson Scholar nomination, please see Ms. Flores or Ms. Sheriff in the guidance office for a nomination form. All nomination forms will be due to Ms. Flores or Ms. Shirtliff no later than Friday, December 5th, 2014.
Which homerooms will win the Turkey Trot Challenge? Find out Monday, November 24th, as we look forward to all students participating in this year's event.
Did you guess this week's Throwback Thursday? Take a look at the video to see if you were right.
I am a career changer, what they call a career changer. I got a philosophy degree from Columbia University and I had no idea I wanted to be a teacher. I spent the next year of my life traveling through Europe. I worked in sales, made a lot of money doing that, but was miserable. I worked on the railroad for a construction company for a year. I was a social worker for 2 years on the mean streets of Baltimore and realized I should be a teacher. So I went and got my master's, and this is my 5th year, even though I'm 34 years old. I lived in Scotland for 6 months. I managed a restaurant, assistant managed a restaurant there, and made a lot of money because at restaurants over there, if you work for them, they feed you. So I didn't spend money on food. So I had a bunch of money, and so I went over to Europe after Scotland and traveled from the Netherlands to Belgium to France, Spain, Italy, and then ended up in Ireland. Well, the best accent I do is Scottish. I don't know. That's just, the key to talking like a Scottish person is you've got to be able to roll your R's. And the key to any accent is knowing funny little words that they use. And not to mention I lived there for 6 months, so it's easy for me to speak like a Scotsman. But, Irish is hard. It's hard to speak like an Irishman without sounding like a caricature. And the same Australians had, you just sort of, you move your mouth over to the side and you pretend like you're Crocodile Dundee, and you probably don't even know that movie. The best thing the Aussies and the New Zealanders say is no. They say, I don't know. And that sounds hilarious to me.
Remember, it's an A Day.
Have an average Friday.